I gotta mute that one. Sorry. This cable on. Yes, I'm going. Can't stay here long. Well, 'cause I'm tired of the way things are going on. Going up the country, and baby, don't you want to go? Up the country, and baby, don't you want to go? Wanna go to some place where we've never been before. I'm going, the water tastes like wine. I'm going, but the water tastes like wine. Oh, we can jump in the water and stay drunk all the time. Yeah, I'm going, I can't stay here long. I'm going. Well, we're going to some place where we've never been before. There you go. Did I blow everybody's ears out? Hi, everybody. How you doing? Can you hear me okay? Let's see. Hello, on the go with Flo. Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona. Arlene. Wow, everybody's here. Cool, man. Let's see. What did I miss? Mobile Tech. Hiking with Jackie Boy. Oh, but even Shawnee Groves. How you doing, Shawnee Groves? Nice, man. And there's Elijah Retro 1982. Everybody say hi to Elijah. He's a new sub here. And Elijah, I told you that there's a bunch of people from Arizona, some good people from Arizona that show up to my lives here. There's one of them right there. You need to sub up to him. Somebody drop Steve's link there. Desert Adventures with Arizona. Here's another Arizona guy. Dutchman, how you doing, Dutchman? Good to see you again, man. But yeah, Elijah, I I pretty much wanted to do this live for you because you asked me the other day when you said that you subbed up and stuff. Said, when do you do lives? Do you do any lives? And I kind of feel guilty about that because I used to do lives all the time. Once or twice, 3 times a week, depending on how far I was traveling and stuff. So I said, heck with it. Let's do this, man. But let me see. Let me do one thing here. I'm gonna make Elijah blue so he can check you guys all out and sub to your channels, okay? Let's see. Where is he? Here he is. Okay. There you go. Do I miss anybody else? Did I miss anybody else? Well, here. I think Flo needs to be one too. There we go. There, I think that's everybody now. Everybody should be blue now. Hey, there's Divine Mojo. Did you miss my song, Mojo? I tried to do a funky old blues song. I don't know if it worked or not. It's kind of weird, but I tried, I messed up a couple times, but that's all right. It's all fun, so that's the good thing, fun. Everybody say hi to Divine Mojo and sub up to her. Look her up and sub up on her because guess what? She's the real deal. She is a nomad and she's out there. Last I know, she was still out there in Arizona and she was headed toward Ajo, I think. But she was out there in the Quartzsite area, within the general area, down by the mountains down south, down by Cova and all in that area. But yeah, it's going to be kind of cool, Divine Mojo. If you go to Ajo, that's beautiful. I don't know if you ever saw my video on it, but I went there all the way to past Ajo, and I went down to the Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. Man, and that place is beautiful. Had the greatest campground that I ever stayed at, because you go to the first part of it, and they said this place up here is only for the people that run generators. No generators past this area, so you just go anywhere south of that, and it was nice and quiet. But heck, they had all kinds of room anyway, and each site has like ice cold water taps and stuff, and there's like good restrooms all over the place. Really nice. Just check out my video on that if you want to see what it's like. But yeah, if you go down to Ajo, I expect some great videos from you there because lots of good stuff down there, man. It was 79 degrees here in Phoenix today. I don't know what it was here, but it wasn't that hot here. It was only like, I think it was only like 50 or something here. And then, when you're used to it being 70, 80 and stuff, and you get down to 50, it starts getting chilly. And then at night, you're like, Thank you, Arlene. There's my second channel. I don't know if you guys have seen my other channel, and I know a lot of people don't like it because they say, no, it's nothing but AI, but it's not true. It's part of it is, and that's the part where somebody's playing. I got an old cowboy guy playing the guitars and stuff, and that's generated with the help of AI, but the rest of the music is real. YouTube allows you to use under 60 seconds of any hit song. So that's what my driving line on that second channel is sit there and come on in, listen, and then give me your request and I'll play it. I'll make you a little video, and I've done it for a few people, Divine Mojo and Joanne and stuff, Divine Mojo, she doesn't like the channel because of the AI, but Joanne loves it, and she's been spreading the word about it too. So check it out, everybody. I don't know. You might like it, you might hate it, but you know what? The music on it's real, and it's good. Yeah. Whoa, there's a thing next to my. You made me a moderator, John. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier, Elijah, but I told you in here there's a lot of good people, and there's a lot of them that have channels. So the way you want to go check out their channels is after their names, there's 3 little dots. Just click that dot, and it'll tell you what you need to know. It'll say go to channel and blah 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 and all that. You can go straight to their channel and then check them out. And if you want to sub to them, you can sub to them. Because this, so yeah, there you go. Thank you, Dutchman. All right. Mindy, that's cool. I subbed and listened to every song on there. I try to get the obscure songs from a long time ago and stuff like I did this one from this group called, it's a doo-wop girl band called the Ponytails, and they did the song Born Too Late. It was out of some movie. I can't remember which movie it was, but I put that on there, and one guy got on there and started complaining about, get out of here, everybody. This is all AI and all generated, and it's automatic. They're going to scam you and all this stuff. I just told him, just get out of here, man. Get out of here. That was funny. But if you guys see a comment like that on that channel, tell them, get out of here, you know. I'm now a moderator for 2 people. This is great. Oh, you're welcome, man. No problem, man. Like I say, here, being a moderator, everybody is one, but we do that for the ease of being, you know. A lot of people want to check out other people's channel and stuff. They see something cool and they go, well, I wish I could have that person's link, you know. And of course, whenever you have somebody as wonderful as Arlene in here, you don't have to worry about that, because Arlene drops everybody's links anyway, you know, and you just, wow, what a great job she does, you know. But you'll go to some, there'll be some times when Arlene can't make it all the lives and stuff. And then if that happens, then there you go. You got a wrench and you're blue so you can see everybody. Just don't abuse it, you know, and that's all I ask is you go out there and make some more subs, say hello to everyone, and have a good time. That's what it's all about, man, here on YouTube. But definitely you need to sub to Desert Adventures in Arizona. He's the guy I told you about. I think I told you about him, that he's the one that lives out there by Ironwood National Forest. And in fact, he lives right like rock throwing distance from there. So sub up to him, and you'll watch some great videos, because he even does lives every Monday. I think it's at 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And see, Steve, if you're still listening, Elijah lives down there in the Tucson area now. I think he said he was like California and then went to New Mexico and stuff, and he's down in Tucson area now. And I said, that's great, because I love the Tucson area, man. There's all kinds of cool stuff just in Tucson, you know, starting with the 2 saguaro parks, national parks, man. I've never been to the Saguaro National Park on the east side. I've been on the one toward the west side. So yeah. Who else did I miss in here? Mobile Tech, are you in there? Does anybody want to come up on panel? Anybody's welcome to come up here if you want to. How about Shawnee? Shawnee Groves, you want to come up here for a little while? I'm not going to be on here very long, but that'd be kind of cool to have somebody on here. Here, sire. I'm glad Mobile Tech's getting better from his surgeries and stuff, because now he's doing more and more live streams and stuff, and he's getting more active and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Way to go, Mo. Way to come back. Good comeback. Good comeback. What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, I was going to mention especially to the people like Mindy, and well, I was talking also with Dispersed Camper Man. He's another one that I'm a sub to, and he's always out there camping. He's going all over the place. But I was telling him that he's saying that where he's at right now, you have a lot of trouble getting phone signal and all this stuff. And that's part of the problem for the people that are nomads that go traveling and stuff. They lose their phone signal. So if you're sitting there following your map and stuff on your phone, and all of a sudden it loses signal, You're just out of luck. You don't know where the GPS is going to tell you, take you or anything. And the hardest thing, yeah, you have Starlink, and people have learned, I think, now that you can use the Starlink while you're driving. That's good. That's good, Divine Mojo. But a lot of people depend just on their phones. And what I have, and I don't have my other phone with me, but I have satellite text on my phone. This is a T-Mobile phone. I know some people don't like T-Mobile, but it's a T-Mobile phone. On T-Mobile, they'll charge you $10 and they'll give you satellite text, and supposedly they're going to let you have pictures, send pictures too. So, and it's really cool because when I was in New Mexico, I was going to look for the Billy the Kid stuff and all that by Lincoln, New Mexico, and your phone just goes up. You don't have any service, so no service or nothing. Then all of a sudden I hear this ding, a notification, and it was Starlink saying you are now on the satellite text network. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, mobile tech, that's cool if you have it, but a lot of people don't have Starlink. A lot of people just depend solely on their phones, and I think that's a big mistake because they need something, especially these places where people go where it's just like desolate. Well, Elijah, you have it too. Well, check it out. Check it out on the website. That if you have the T-Mobile, it's only $10 for the satellite text. So, I don't know how many times you go out where you lose your signal and stuff, but yeah, it's only for texting, Flo. But see, I've been on it since it was a beta test, and it worked real good back then, and I've kept it up, for $10 a month. And originally it was just texting, but they said eventually we're going to get it where you can do more with it, like send pictures and do other things with it. I don't know if it's going to be like a full-fledged internet on there or not, but right now for those places where you lose total signal, then yeah, it's pretty handy. Mobile tech. I use paper maps. That's cool. I think the only people that do that anymore are truckers and me. I got the driver, the truckers, they have those big old thick books that have all the states and all the highways. And so I got one of those. They're like $20, but they're really invaluable. But then I started buying like those books for each state. You have a good state, What if you lose your GPS though? Then it doesn't matter because you'll have your text, though. You can still text. I mean, if you're sitting there worried about you're getting somewhere, or you'll still be able to contact somebody with your text, So yeah, but yeah, it'll be connected directly to the satellite. So it's a good thing, man. Those of you that do a lot of traveling, though, it's just for people that travel a lot and they go out of phone service and check it out, Because no matter what people say, like I'm going to say I like T-Mobile for Oklahoma, somebody's going to say T-Mobile sucks over here. They're going to say Verizon, blah, 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 But the truth of it is, anywhere you go in the United States, somewhere, the phone's going to work good, And then somewhere it's not going to work very good, And it just all depends on what you have. In fact, I told you I was talking to the dispersed camper man. Well, I told him about it, and he goes, well, yeah, that'd be really handy to have, but I already have it. He goes, I have Verizon, and that's part of the package. So maybe if you guys have Verizon, then you'll already have it. But, I'm not going to tell you, it might be cheap or expensive or whatever. I don't know. All the phones are a rip-off anyway. They sit there and they say, it's only this much money. And they say $59.95, and then that $59.95 turns into, after all the taxes and the poll taxes and this tax, a state tax, blah, 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 federal tax, that's like $89.99, and it's impossible, man. It's impossible to sit there and go, well, they said it was only going to be $59.95, and then here you are with a $100 bill for it, Flo said, T-Mobile works for me except for when I'm in the land in between the lakes. Then you get that. Then you lose your signal. See, that's where it'd be good for you if you still needed to text somebody to see if you say, I'm over here now. I'm texting you. I don't have no phone service, but I still have text. So I thought about that mobile tech because they're real cheap here. I don't know what they are back then, but they had a real cheap base program once. But the problem is, I'm just like I'm a spoiler. My kids, I got them phones since they were like pre-teenagers, you know, so I could keep up with them. And I'm still got their phones on my line, so I have to have, you know, a good, decent phone thing. So, but yeah, you know, that was just something that I thought the people should know about it. So, all right, that's pretty good. $15 a month, unlimited. Is that like a senior discount, or is that what? Is it just always that price? And do they really? Does it really work good? And you know. I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. I'm just still talking about that phone text thing I was telling you about there, Elijah. That's anyone. That's cool. Well, you should tell them that I sent you. Why you got a discount then? Yeah, that's a dang good deal. Yeah. If it's decent, you know, I just always wanted to stay with a bigger company because that way I could get a bigger package deal for my kids and stuff. So I got three numbers on my line. So yeah, then I get something. Well, you don't do much with your phone though, do you, Mobile Tech? You sit there. Most of us other people that live in the cities and all this stuff, like me, I use this one, my iPhone 14, and it's old to do all my movies and stuff, all my videos with. And that works excellent, man. Because all the phones, they tell you, get this, it's just as good as this and that. I don't care what brand you get, Samsung or iPhone, but get the one that has the 3 lenses, okay? When you get the ones that have 3 lenses, you'll be able to like zoom in twice as much as you do on a regular phone that only has 2 lenses. And the quality is excellent. The what do you call it? The stability. You can sit there and run around almost and it'll stay still, you know. So that's what I like about it. T-Hat comes with 5 gigabyte data. Okay. Well, some people can go through 5 gigabyte real quick. So no, he just said 5 gigabyte there, Dutchman. A lot of people can go through 5 gigabyte real quick, and the reason is because they don't have nothing to do, so they start getting on their phone and start watching internet TV or all these movies on different sites and stuff. Then boom, all your data just goes just like that. It's easy to burn up 5 gigabytes real quick, unless you're real frugal about it, and you know, then you'll be able to last longer on it. I mean, who in this chat has takes their phone and turns it off at night? Does anybody do that? I wonder if anybody does that. Hey, Adam, good to see you, man. Because I was going to say, you know, they used to say that, oh, on computers, leave it open, leave it on all the time, 24 hours. It's good for that. But on your phone, I find, I don't know, especially after I've done an update, because iPhones, they make you do through all these updates and stuff. And sometimes they change things and you don't like it and stuff. And you wish that you could go back to the old way. But, you know, pretty much it's pretty decent. But there's little glitches and stuff. And then the way that I get rid of the little glitches and stuff where something is stuck or something, I just turn my phone off and on. But I just thought that if you just turn it off and on once or twice a week or every night, then it's probably be good for it because it could reset the computer on it. But, you know, sometimes people sit there and go, I can't see nothing. I can't do nothing. Everything's frozen or something, you know, it's just, and it doesn't work. Well, you need to turn it off. You know, it's just like a computer. Computers do that too, you know. Oh, Adam, what's going on up there in the land of Niagara Falls, man? Is it freezing cold up there? And you got have you ever seen Niagara Falls frozen there, Adam? And say hello to Lisa if she's anywhere around. Yep, Adam is hitting jackpots. He's done some cool videos up there in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. It's different. But he did a live where he was walking around with Lisa, and it was it was pretty cool. I was going to say no, Lisa wasn't with him. He was walking by himself that time, but he was doing a live walking around Niagara Falls. It's pretty neat stuff. It's always cool to sit there and see all those places that you don't get a chance to go see. You know, there she is, Joanna, Anna Bobana, P5 Fofana. Joanna Anna Bobana, she's the one. How you doing there, Kyle's blog channel? Kyle Bloss channel. Well, I know who you are. You're the Kyle from Florida. I know you just changed your name or something. I just couldn't read it. Kyle Bloss channel. How you doing, sir? You doing live streams, and are you doing okay? Are you in the hurricane weather or storms down there? I heard it was going to snow in the northern part of Arizona. I miss doing the lives with Lisa. I know you do, but you know what? The time will come when you guys will get to do some lives, man. Hey, John, I heard the Starlink increased the monthly data on the Mini from 50 gigabytes. Oh, yeah, that'd be great, man. Yeah, that would be great. But I have the unlimited on there anyway, though. But see, I had too many internet connections at home. I was running like Cox and AT&T. They had like cheap ones, like $35, $40, and you know the same thing with your phone. After they add all the taxes and stuff, and price goes, you know. Then get rid of all that, and I just pay for my Starlink. But I do the unlimited because it's one price, and you know what that's like, you know. I mean, as far as the data and all that stuff. But you know, I've left it on for a long time now since I've been home, and I've never had no problems with it. So I like it. The only time I have problems with my Starlink, honestly, is when I'm trying to do a live stream through my car. And those that watch me, they know that every time I was doing one, I'd last until about 30, 35 minutes, and something would go wrong. It would fall out, man, and I'd go in the circle and all that. But anyway, how many of you guys are on your phones right now? Are you on your phones? Are you on your phones? Because take your phone and do it sideways and see if you can still, does it automatically change my format to, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to be sideways or what? Dutchman says, I leave my phone on. I put it on do not disturb. Yeah, there you go. That way, nothing will eat up all your memory and power, Dutchman, you know, and you can still get updates and stuff. And I think that helps a lot if you do that. Yeah. But then you might not know about something until you wake up, but that's okay. But yeah. Did anybody try it? Is anybody on their phone besides a laptop or a tablet? Well, it might be on the tablet too, because YouTube has said that they're going to change the format where, you know, how they've always sit there and said, there's Shawnee Gross. Do you want to come on? You can. Okay, Divine Mojo, there you go. That's that. Thank you for answering me. Okay. I was going to say, you remember a long time ago, that's how the phones used to be. You just turn your phone and the format would change. But now, you know, since they went to that vertical only mode where they're pushing vertical, every time you try to change something, everybody, no, you're sideways, you're upside down, you know. And thank you, Mojo. Thank you. Nice tips. Thank you, Shawnee. Uh-oh, I just dropped my phone somewhere. But you want to come up for a second, Shawnee? If you would have came up a while ago when I said, do you want to come up for a second, then you could already got off. I'm watching on the laptop and the TV. Okay. But it doesn't affect you then, Steve. I'm just talking about the people that are on their phones and their tablets, you know, that that if you turn it sideways, because I'm always on vertical on my lives, but when people turn their phone the other way, they go, "Oh no, now you're sideways," you know. But I heard they'll let you do either way now. They'll arrange it, but supposedly they make 2 streams or something. But I don't know. So you should come up here and explain it, Shawnee, because you're the one that told me about it. You're the one that told me about but you have to have 2 separate streams, one for vertical and one for horizontal. But the only thing I was worried about, not worried, but you know, I just wanted to make sure that if whatever you do, if I go vertical, if I go horizontal, you guys watch it on a phone can turn your phone and you still see me the right way. That's all I care about. That and the fact that if they change that already, then they can change the deal where vertical lives give you more, and then they push it out more to people so you get more people watching. You know, they need to make it even where the horizontal videos and the vertical videos are both even, where they push it out both each ways. You know, does that make sense? Or am I just up here blabbering? I really don't use my use my iPad. Really, I use iPad when I use my tablet. Okay, so, but that's cool though. So that's one of the things I wanted to do with this live, because you know, since I read that little thing about horizontal and vertical, I thought that was kind of interesting. If it does it really work? You know. Okay, here, let me see. Let me see. There you go. There you go. There you go, Shawnee. Please, just for 5 minutes. I like the way you talk, man. So you have a good voice, and the people would love seeing you up here and talking. They would all stay for a little while then. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Elijah, what do you think? What do you think, Elijah, huh? Are we doing okay? Are we doing good enough for you, Elijah? And also, what else I wish they would change on YouTube is they do allow you to do 2 people. You know, if you want to split a screen, you can set it up with somebody before you start your live, and both of you have to be signed in and all that stuff, and it splits it so there's 2 people. But that's not enough, man. They need like StreamYard, where you have like 4, 10 people or whatever. You know, all these StreamYard people, or the people that started on StreamYard, they'll be spoiled. They're spoiled now, and they want like that on all of them, you know. So. Okay. I have to play the, since nobody's gonna say nothing, I'll have to play the chords to Tennessee Whiskey for Joanne. There you go, Joanne. To see if my okay, we have a special guest right here, Mr. Dutchman, Arizona. How you doing, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. Let me see. Let me see what's wrong with your mic.
Oh, hold on. Let me mute.
I think you're muted on your side, Dutchman.
No, can you hear me now?
Barely. Well, wait a minute. I'm being dumb. I'm sitting there. I can't hear you, but I don't have my headphones on. So. Okay.
How about can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hey, John.
Yeah.
What I was trying to explain to you. I know we were talking about vertical and horizontal mode.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to explain to you, I think it was in Gypsy's, maybe it was Jeff's or Sarah's channel. I've seen where somebody was live streaming and in vertical mode, okay, and underneath in parentheses it says vertical, and then when you would scroll up in your phone, you would see horizontal mode as well, meaning
okay.
they could select that, and like I was trying to explain to you, they can select that. You don't flip your phone at all. It doesn't matter. You don't do any. You can force. Like if I'm looking at in my phone here, and I can force flip it to be vertical. I mean horizontal.
Yeah.
But I'm manually doing that.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's nice.
Right.
Man.
Right. But bear in mind, like I said, as I was trying to explain to you, in each one of those modes, vertical and horizontal, the comment section will be different.
Yeah. So you were saying that you needed a thing to have a way to talk on both of them, or else you won't see.
Well, no, it's doing it simultaneously.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
That's good. So do you think that they'll do that? Get rid of the thing where it's vertical and
no, no. I think YouTube prefers people to do it in vertical mode, and obviously it attracts more people.
Well, obviously they're thinking about vertical is because your phone, everybody's phone, they hold it like that, so that's why they want it to be vertical like that.
Well, they want it to be vertical for that reason. Plus, as a content creator, it attracts more people to your channel. It attracts more loonies as well, trolls.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you need some good mods and stuff.
Well, yeah. You have it. You have mod. You have to have mods in either view.
Yeah.
Because I know I had this experience as well where people that I know have done both views, and somebody would say, "Hey, I see you're commenting. Oh, I see you're commenting, but I don't see your comments." It's because people had to tell those that, you have to go over to the other view to see those comments.
Yeah, see, now everybody's going to be mixed up with that. They're going to, what's going on? I don't see, I can't hear.
But that's only because the content creator wanted those two views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I didn't know how it was going to affect it on StreamYard. Like I'm always use StreamYards when I'm doing these lives. So I don't know.
Right.
Once in a while, I'll use my phone and then I'll see what you're talking about completely when I use just my phone to get on live. I'll understand you then.
Yeah. Now I'm not knowledgeable of StreamYard since I don't do any live streaming.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people manipulate that separately in StreamYard to those two views, or it's offered already in YouTube to do both.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping that Shawnee would come up and tell me, because she knows about it, and I guess she's done it, and so that'd been cool if she could explain it. But yeah, I was on Jeepsy's live too, you know, and I made this one. She was saying, I like vertical because you get more people to come in to subscribe to me, and I was going to tell her they're going to change all that, but she never, you know, she doesn't ever read every single comment and stuff. Man, I know. You know what else, Dutchman? I accidentally made her mad, man. Yeah. I didn't mean to, but I just asked her, "Oh, do you have your drone license? Did you get your drone license?" You know, and then Greg replied back, "Yeah, she has a drone license." And I said, "Okay, that's good," because I was just watching Tom and Zen's, you know, video, and he went and got his drone pilot license also, and that's all I was saying. But she goes, "Why would you say that? Why would?" I was like, "That's not what I meant, man. You know, I'm not trying to condemn you or nothing. I was just saying, oh, do you have?" Because I never saw a video where she said, "I went and got my drone pilot license." You know, like when Wonder Hussy got hers, she was so happy she told everybody about it. You know. So anyway, be all as all it may. That's okay. But I was surprised, Dutchman, that you haven't gone down there to see all them. You would have got to see Wonder Hussy too, man, because they're staying in the same place. But I was gonna say, am I still live? Hello, hello. There we go. Hello, hello. Okay. And I was going to say also, Dutchman, that the guy that put on those e-bike races, that's the guy that I met through Desert Adventures in Arizona. He drives that old 1977 van, and I introduced him to Wandering Jeepsy. And then, of course, Jeepsy brings Sarah Wonder Hussy over to them. They watch all the races together. And I'm like, man, see, I should have been there. I should have went. I can't tell if I'm a lost signal or what, man. Let me see. Oh, man. Okay, let me see. Hey, Poodle Professor. Can anybody still hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, I'm still here. Okay.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, because I couldn't hear nothing. I was going, what? What's going on? Hello, Poodle Professor and Kathy H. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay, Divine Mojo. See
Yeah.
My chat is gone on my StreamYard, but I could look up here on the YouTube one and see it. Bye, bye, Divine Mojo. Good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by, man. Have a
Bye,
nice,
Divine. Have a great weekend. It's coming up fast.
And then Dutchman, you know Kathy H from SADS. Signal looks good.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Love Kathy H.
She's
very
fantastic. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm still live. Take Shawnee chat down from the screen. Okay. I don't know where. I can't find it. It's way back up there. There we go. Is that better? Hey, Glenn Cannon, how you doing?
Hey, Glenn. Good evening.
Glenn C. That's another one from Sad and JoJo's, and
yeah.
I like Glenn's. You ever watch Glenn's? You've been on Glenn's lives too, haven't you? There, Dutchman, where he walks along the beach and tops, and then he started doing his garden and stuff. He did some good stuff.
Yeah, I've been on Glenn's live stream a few times.
You've been on a bunch, man. You even go to Dougie Doug's on there all the time.
Yeah, I'm on Dougie Doug's a lot. I've been on his channel since the start.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get my chat back on here on my StreamYard. That's ridiculous, man. I swear. You pay to have this service, and then then you can't see nothing on the chat. Look, this is the last chat right here that it said. Well, you can't see that on the YouTube one. Okay.
Yeah, and our friend, old mechanic and his wife, they're still out in Quartzsite.
Yeah, that was funny what you was telling me or you were saying, you were telling about they were out there riding around their e-bikes and they went by the Magic Circle by accident. And the Magic Circle, for those that don't know out there, it's a nude place, and they're like,
clothing optional. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I bet the old mechanic was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we were sitting there back in back in Thanksgiving when I came back from California. Oh, you're muted again, John.
Am I?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Let me see.
Now you're okay.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, it's this stupid little mic thing. And there's Wendy Echoes. Hey, Wendy Echoes. I believe that's Joanne's daughter there. Nice, man. I appreciate everybody for stopping in, man. Cool.
Yeah, I can hear you really good now.
Really? Because of this stupid mic. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I used to use an iPhone mic in this, and it was better. But I don't know. I guess just like this is okay then, right? It's pretty loud and clear. Good.
Yeah. The old mechanic and his wife, they're planning on. Well, they had planned on staying until the end of February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's a delay on this if you have anything else on, Dutchman. So sometimes you have to treat this like a radio, like a ham radio or something. Say over or yes, over, back to you. Let me get my.
No, what I have to do to be successful at this, I've learned, I'm on my phone, okay, and I log into your StreamYard's link on my phone.
Yeah.
And then I have earbuds on, okay, and with a microphone, obviously. And then I mute the display on my phone, my computer, so there's no echoing.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know why you mean they make you actually have a account with them before you can come up live on here? Is that what you're saying?
Who?
You?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. I thought that's what you were making. Because all you have to do is follow the link, right? You just hit that link and you.
Yeah, that's the only way you can come up on your stream is by you posting the link. Yeah.
Okay. Man, see, I can't get my comments on the stupid screen that I'm using for the thing, but I'm sitting here like this and reading them on my phone.
Well, yeah, I can't see them on my phone either, but I'm looking at them on my computer.
Poodle Professor. I read that Poodle Professor. Do you watch Poodle Professor there, Dutchman?
No, I haven't.
You need to sub up to her. She drives around. She has a trailer, and she lives in Texas. She has a full-size poodle, and she goes traveling in that. But she showed this one.
Oh, nice.
She showed this video today or yesterday about cleaning the meat off the remains of the deer. The after all the other stuff was cleaned up, she was getting everything to make for her dog. And then somebody on there, I guess she was losing subs over it. People were getting mad about it. That's what they're talking about in the chat here. But I didn't think it was offensive anyway because I was a chef for 50 years. I'm used to cutting all that meat and stuff anyway. In fact, one time one of the members of the club that I worked at, they go, "Here's our deer," and they brought the deer back in the kitchen. "Can you cut it up for us?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess I can." I had to. But yeah, but she's got that video. Right. It's pretty cool. So check her out, man. Check out Poodle Professor. She needs some subs also. And she puts out some good content. She does camping videos, kayaking.
Yeah,
videos.
I subscribe to their channel.
Cool.
Look good.
Yeah. There you go, Poodle Professor. We're going to get you some subs to make up for the ones that quit watching. Elijah, you need to sub up to her also, because she does a lot of traveling and stuff all over the states and stuff. Well, she actually goes like all the way to Arizona, New Mexico, and I think Colorado and stuff. Oh, anytime, Poodle Professor. I like your videos. I love them, man. Whenever it's time for you to put out a video, I see it, I have to stop what I'm doing and watch it, because it's usually pretty entertaining. And then sometimes they're funny. They're not really funny, because that time where you had that awning thing that you're trying to put up on there, dang it, you were cussing, and sitting there, couldn't get that thing to slide on that. That was pretty funny. And the time that you did the one with the kayak, that was pretty cool too. She went out there kayaking and stuff. Hey, there's another Texas guy, Todd Saw. Hi, howdy, Todd. How you doing, man?
Hello, Todd. Nice to meet you.
I like this, Dutchman. See, isn't it easier this way, where you can just watch the chat and then talk to people instead of having to write it in real quick?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know? Yeah, it is.
All right, on the go with Flo. She just subbed to Poodle Professor too. Everybody subbed to Poodle Professor. Well, if anybody else don't know, Todd Saw also has a good channel. He has a lot of live streams. He does stuff like go live on his e-bike through town and stuff. But the biggest thing that surprised me about Todd Saw is he's a what do you call it, a vinyl record buff. He still plays with the old-fashioned record player that has a needle and stuff, and he does these lives where he says, "These are the ones that I ordered now," and he shows the record albums and stuff. And
yeah, who would have known it? You go back to that industry again. I threw all my stuff away years ago, and I'm on DVD still.
I know, but that's what's funny though, Dutchman.
Or I should say CDs, yeah. And DVDs.
People that really love music, they went from one to the other, because I can remember changing everything from your record to the cassettes. Then you go from the cassettes to the 8-tracks or whatever, and you went to everything, man. I even had real.
That's right.
And then here at the end, it went back to MP3s, and everything's like online and stuff. So you don't need all that, but it's not the same like you get with a good record, regular record,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got Spotify and, all those.
Yeah, you get all those services, but it's still not the same as putting a record on and say, listen to this, So that's one thing you get if you go see Todd Saw, you'll see him doing all right. He said, I just finished a live stream showing vinyl deliveries. You mean how they deliver them to you? I bet you get really pissed if they sit there and they just throw it on the porch and stuff. Go, no, man, that's a record album, I still have 8-track tapes and cassette tapes and a lot of VHS tapes. There you go. So do I, Glenn Cannon. But you know what? I don't have any way to play none of that stuff,
Yeah, I went years ago when we had the 8mm cameras.
Yeah.
I had a lot of those tapes on there, and when I was married, had all those on, and before they could degrade, I took them all to Costco. At the Costco don't do it anymore, but I took them to Costco, and they sent them to a lab up in San Francisco, and it was real reasonably priced, and they put them all on DVDs. Then they sent the tapes back, and I just destroyed them all. So I'm glad, and I made copies of those for my daughter and my son.
Yeah, made copies of the DVD, right? Yeah, so that's good. That's a good way to do it. Because even though they're on the DVD still doesn't last forever, but it'll last for a long time if you keep it.
Well, way beyond what those 8mm or VHS tapes would ever do. Yeah, but they degrade.
People that have the VHS tapes, if they ever recorded those old football games, that's what I always laugh about to say. I got the Dallas Cowboys when they won their last Super Bowl on a VHS or a beta tape, I think. There's Hiking with Jackie Boy says, I'm also a Texas channel, soonerJH. You sure are, man. You guys want to see a guy that's hikes a lot of stuff. He goes out hiking in all the Texas hill country and stuff out there. I think he's out there south of San Antonio area, if I'm not mistaken. But he does a lot of hiking, and his name is not Jackie Boy. Jackie Boy is his little dog. He's got a little dog that goes with him on the hikes, and his name is
nice. Kevin. That's nice.
Yeah, he's a real good guy. I like hiking with Jackie Boy because he's like super polite and when he comments on your videos, and if you say thank you to him, he'll even say you're welcome back and stuff. He's just really a polite person. He's really a nice guy, man. Wendy says, Glenn Cannon, I have those too. And the Mobile Tech said he used a legacy box to digitize his VHS and 8mm stuff. Hey, the 8mm stuff is really unusual now, because it's going to be harder to find a way to play that anymore. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. I started to do that Mobile Tech, and then it was just too much of a hassle, and I wasn't good at it. And I just went, I'll just take it to Costco, and they sent it. Like I said, they sent it to San Francisco, that professional lab, and they put titles on everything.
Wow.
And did a really nice job and a sequential job on the DVD and on the outside of the covers as well. Put a lot of the photos. Yeah. That was fantastic.
Well, yeah. Did they stabilize any of the 8mm stuff, or was it still, back then they didn't have no stability and all that stuff in the cameras, and if you didn't know what you're doing, it was all shaky looking and stuff, So
yes, they did. They were able to do that.
Good. That's
from
great.
The lab.
That is great.
Like I say, Costco doesn't do it any longer.
Yeah. Well, there's companies out there that advertise and do it, but I bet you they cost a bunch of money.
Oh yeah. But I'm glad I did it.
Glenn Cannon says, I'm glad to see your channel doing well. You're getting good with the drone too. Thanks.
Yeah. You do have a license, right, John?
No, I don't. I don't have a license, and none of my videos that have a drone in it are monetized either. But that's not good enough. That's not good enough. I am studying to get my drone license, and I started out when I came back from my trip, and I do have the newest.
I was just joking when I was saying that.
Yeah, but I have the updated book and stuff. But I just have so much other things going on in my life right now that I can't.
Yeah.
When I do that, I'm going to do it at once, one full thing, and I'm going to get it all done, and then I'll go down. I'll pass the test. I'm confident on it. So,
I was see, if I was going to do it, I'd have to have a drones manual for license for dummies.
Yeah. Well, the drone itself part isn't hard because it's pretty much flying like a video game is what it is, And you're just flying around. The hard part is learning all the terminology and stuff because you're basically turning into a pilot. You're going for a pilot's license, and you have to learn all the basic stuff that the pilot learns about the airport and wind conditions and all that. That's the hard part. And when you go there, they don't let you have a phone or nothing. They don't give you nothing. You have to just go there with your memory. So, yeah, I'll get it one day though. So. Todd saw you can't use drone footage unless you have a license. You're not supposed to because on YouTube they say if you're going to use a drone, you have to go under Part 107 of the FAA license, which means you have to have a license to do it. So that means a lot of people out there are using a drone, but how they'll get away with it? They'll say, "Well, that's not my drone; it's my friend's drone, and he did it for me." That's how one way they'll get away with it. But, it's not worth the risk of sitting there and doing all these drone shots and stuff, if you don't have your license. But sooner or later, they're going to cut down on it, and then you'll be stuck, you'll be up a creek, as they say, But there you go. Mobile Tech posted this video was done with the 8mm Sony Handycam way before YouTube. I'll have to watch that one later on there, Mobile Tech. That's what's cool about these lives is you can post all this stuff and later on you can see it.
Yeah, did you do any of those on Mobile Tech? Did you do any of those lives when you were parachuting out of the airplanes?
Yeah, when you were jumping out of the plane naked.
Yeah.
And who was holding the camera? Who was holding the camera? Oh, that's funny. We got him. We got him that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mobile Tech's amazing.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't be wanting to pull the wrong string to deploy his parachute.
Really, really. Shoot. He's done some amazing things, man. You know, besides jumping out of airplanes and parachutes and all that stuff, he does hang gliding too. Yeah, if you post the drone pilot's license number in this description, you're okay to use the videos, what Desert Air Adventure says in Arizona. And yeah, there's another one. He's another one, and he's got his drone license, and he's got all that info posted, you know. I think that if I get one, I'm going to post mine on there too. Say, I'm licensed by it, and there's my number, you know. But, you know, there's a lot of people that don't do it, and they still use drone footage, so. But all the power to them, you know. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but you should have it, you know. Mobile Tech says, no, I didn't start lives till after I quit skydiving, but all my skydiving videos are Sony Handycams. Okay, cool. And they have Sony Handycams, they have a kind of a stabilization back then, didn't they? Or was it all shaky video?
Hey, Mobile Tech, didn't you say you had done skydiving down in Lake Elsinore, California, out in Riverside County? I know I've been out there. I had a friend who lived out in Lake Elsinore, and we used to go to the airport watching people skydive. It was pretty cool. And they even had from Scotland, I think it was from Scotland, they had their Army Rangers come over and were training out here with some of our military people.
Hey, Dutchman, can you hold them off for 1 second? I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Hold them off. Okay, sounds good to me. John's got little Yuki up there. She'll say a few words. Yeah, I love that, Mo. I loved watching them out there. Not in the summertime, of course, but I did go out there at Lake Elsinore one year. My old boss, he was a glider pilot. And the first time I went up in a glider plane, and we were catching some in the summertime there above Saddleback, I think it was Saddleback Mountain, and catching the thermals. And the first time I got sick, I got motion sickness. And he says, okay, we were up like 10,000 feet. And he says, okay, there's some throw up bags in the back of the seat behind me in the seat. And as soon as he knew that, he said, yep, time for us to go down. He didn't try to keep going higher. He said, and that just ruined it. I had no idea that I was going to get motion sickness and needed to throw up in the bag. I mean, I didn't throw up in the bag, but I felt like it. So, yeah.
I came back at the right time. You threw up in the bag.
No, I almost did. Yeah. I almost felt like doing so. But and I find out that no matter what I try, for motion sickness in a small airplane, I still get that motion sickness feeling, and any type of medication, whatever you might try to use. And it doesn't bother me in a large airplane whatsoever.
Hey, Dutchman, how come you never made a channel or anything? Never interested you?
Well, I have a channel. I just don't do content create. I'm not a content creator.
Yeah.
I have videos on my channel. Yeah. But as far as doing, content creating and live streaming like you guys do, I've just never had an interest to do that.
Yeah, because I was going to say, you know, you're in such a good place, a beautiful place where you're right next to the whatchamacallit mountains and stuff there. And
Oh
gosh,
yeah, superstitious
yeah.
mountains,
I
absolutely.
mean,
Yeah.
all you have to do is actually take a bike ride and have a camera on you while you're riding a bike, and everybody would just go, "Oh my God," you know, they would just freak out. Really, they would freak out over seeing that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful out there, that's for sure, right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like I haven't been able to go anywhere, but I've been reshuffling through all my old material and stuff, and been redoing a lot of the videos, and just really taking my time and getting all the pictures right and putting the music in it and stuff, and they still come out pretty good like that, you know. And people watch it and they go, I
Yeah.
didn't see this one before, you know. I go, well, I released one like it, but you know, I'm redoing it, so I think the redone ones are kind of better, you know. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My hat's off to everybody that does, content create on their channel, because it's a lot of work,
hmm.
and you got to be very creative all the time to keep it active.
Yeah, to get everything right and put all the like the way I film when I'm out there getting material footage for a video, I just like to make little short clips. I don't do anything like over 2 or 3, 4 minutes, you know.
Oh
That,
yeah,
that way when you're trying to download it off the cloud, it's faster, you know. If you do something like 10 to 15 minutes, excuse me, then you'll sit there and you have to wait forever depending on your speed of your internet, you know, to get that off back off the cloud, you know. But if you just make smaller clips, it's easier to do. You move it around, and then I've been finding a lot of the old clips, you know, and I just post them on Facebook and stuff, and the people are like amazed. They're going, "Wow, that's pretty cool," you know, because they haven't ever seen them because I just used it on the videos on YouTube, you know. So that's kind of cool
yeah.
to do that
But I
also.
think, based on what I hear from a lot of people, that with YouTube, you know, Google changing a lot of their algorithms,
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's
they're
true.
wanting
Yeah.
people to actually, in order for people who are monetized, they
Hmm.
want them to have more live streams, or longer videos,
Yeah.
in order to do so. Otherwise, they're going, hey, I'm not making what I used to. And a lot of people are, complaining about that now. They never
Well,
used
yeah.
to.
Yeah, but that's YouTube's fault themselves because they changed that. It used to be people were making too many long videos, and they're saying try to shorten them up to 10 minutes, you know, or under 10 minutes, 12 minutes, perfect video. And then now they're saying, oh no, the perfect video should be longer, so try to do a
Yeah,
long form.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
I mean, so what do you know what I say? Make what you want. Make you what you want. If people like
Oh
it, they'll
yeah,
like it. If they like it, they'll like it. If they don't, you won't get monetized. So what, you know?
right, right, right.
There you go, Joanne. Joanne says, I'm not a creator and I have no desire to be. But yeah,
That's
Carl,
okay, Joanne.
I hear
You
you,
can
Carl.
create. You can be a creator here in the chat.
Really, really. Here we go. I like on the go with Flo's stuff. She has a good channel too. She has some really good, interesting stuff there. Everybody, so anybody out there that want to go check out some good stuff, she's out there. I think where are you at, Flo, in Kentucky? She has a lot of good stuff. Like she did like videos on oh what's his name, the guy whose house burned down and all that stuff, and she does a lot of cemetery videos and stuff like that too. So
Oh, you mean Jeff at 909 Ventures?
no, on the go with Flo. She's a
Oh,
member.
okay.
She's also a member of Jeff's channel also, but but
Ah, okay.
she herself does a lot of good videos, pretty interesting stuff, you know, that you can't see anywhere else. And I like her because she has a good talking voice, you know, when she talks. You know, that's why I don't sit there and put myself in front of the camera when I'm out doing a video. You never see me like this view because I sit there and go blah, 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 blah. I can't talk right. You stumble over your words and all that. So I just try to show what I'm seeing and stuff. But her, on the other hand, she can talk real well and stuff. You know, she just tells it like it is. So that's
cool.
That's
I'll
something.
subscribe. I subscribe to her channel.
Good. See, there you go, Flo. That's what this channel is good for. Is everybody subscribe to each other, you know. And then there's Kathy H. She's done stuff like she used. I think she did. I think you're the one, Kathy H. That used to do the live where you just put it out there by the bird feeder, and just let the animals and birds take over the live, and then everybody just watched it. Man, that's pretty cool. If you had some good music that you could play along with that wouldn't get you copyright strike. That would be really cool, you know, to do that. That's like relaxing. Like, what do you call it? The one that has, you know, just a little bit of music and just something, HMSR or whatever they call it. I use my channel as excuse to buy and fly drones. Exactly. No, that's what you tell your wife, Steve. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I've never seen Kathy H go live as well.
I believe she's done live doing it, but not very often.
She just said in the comments that she's never gone live.
Oh, really? Okay, then it must have been somebody else. Okay, it's somebody else that was on Sad's channel then.
That could be.
Yeah.
That's been awesome. Sad and JoJo had their string of 10 days in a row or something like that they were doing live stream.
Yeah.
They're just.
Did it get broken? Is it still going on?
Well, no. It's because you know, they have it set up that what is it? 10 likes or 10.
Okay.
The 10 likes or 10 super chats or something like that in a row, 5 or 10, and then they would keep stringing it out every day. And then I think it was yesterday, because they logged in yesterday morning. You know, a lot of people are already gone to work and doing their thing, so they didn't meet their objectives. So they'll be back on again live stream Monday. Gives them a break.
Back to their normal time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they did it on purpose. We got up early so nobody would do it, so they don't have to come back on. Maybe they got tired of it.
I have no idea. But hey, all I can say is, hey, they're awesome, and they've been through this whole string of 10 in a row. They were very creative.
They're very awesome. They're awesome people, and you know what? I just don't understand. I don't have any idea why their channel hasn't like blown up and gone way up there. They should be like, I think they should be in the 30,000 subs group, you know, but they're just like right at 1,000, 1,600 or something like that.
They're easy going, you know, either way.
Yeah, they're mellow and easy going.
Yeah, they're not on a push to get to there like a lot of people are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, sub to me. You know? I just can't see that doing that though, you know.
Right.
But like Wonder Hussey's live that she's gonna have, or not her live, but her meetup she's gonna have there. That's gonna be a mess because they're having it in that little place that's in that Tyson Wells is a little store area. Well, they don't realize. Saturday. Yeah, when she has a meet and greet, it's not just going to be like 50 people. It's going to be like 200 or 300 people, and they're going to be lying all the way out, you know. And it's happened at every one of her meetups. It's been like that. So
let's see. I'm not a gambling man. I'm not a gambling man, but I would say probably 99% of them will be guys.
Yeah, really. Well, there's a lot of older folks too that go there, couples and stuff. But what I'm saying is the time frame. Well, you know, she's only going to go from 12 to 3, and that's only 3 hours.
Yeah.
All the other ones she's done were like in 5 to 8 hours, and they were still waiting in line. You know, so good luck with.
Oh, sure.
She's something else. So she's amazing, and you know what? It's really fantastic to watch her do a live stream and being the mod for that, because you know at the height of her live, and she only has a live for 60 minutes, you know, The last one, she had like 2,600 people in there in 1 hour. That's incredible.
Yeah. And now, when she goes on live, John? Because I think you're her only mod, right?
No, there's another one. There's one more. Her name is Cat.
Well,
Cat
yeah. Well, I'm surprised that have you ever asked her to slow down the chat so you guys can keep up with any weirdos that might be in there?
Yeah, we've done that. She's done it. She's slowed it as slow as it'll get. But I think what you're talking about when the chat goes real fast is like at the very beginning before, there's like minutes to countdown and you look in there and there's like 300 people waiting. Okay. They're just waiting to talk to her. So they've been waiting for 30 minutes already on a live stream. Okay?
Well, yeah.
And once she gets on there, everybody.
Well, yeah.
Everybody and their sister, they write a message real quick and they bombard the chat. And that's when it goes the fastest. Now, when it levels out and she starts reading all this and that, then it starts going slower. Well, I mean, it's still going fast, but we can keep up with it. But still, it goes by so fast. I don't see everyone.
Yeah, and you just got to let it. No, you can't. You can't keep this impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonder Husky said most of her viewers are older folks. Yeah, that might be true, but then you look at her, she's getting older herself. She's not no young chicken no more, She's in her mid or late 50s. So.
Oh, I thought she was late 40s, something like that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. She's not like the young hot.
Oh
girl,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, hey, John, I have to step down.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up here, man. This is cool.
Yeah, thank you for that, having me up. I'll be in the chat for a little bit, but I got another commitment to do. But yeah, thank you so much for having me up on your panel.
Okay, and anytime, Dutchman, maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Oh, you bet. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
you
man.
Bet. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was pretty cool. Yes, Wanda Husky is a great storyteller, man. She could take a plain story about just weeds or something growing in the yard and then make it interesting, Yeah, there you go. There you go. I like that. The best way to slow down the chat is throw money at her. Yeah. I mean, it's like scary how much money she makes in one of those things, man. They're just like continuous. There's one girl on her channel, on her chats, that just keeps throwing $3, $4, and $5 at her just because because she wants her to read the comments, Well, Flo, do you want to come up now? And you want to come up for a couple minutes? Anybody else want to come up for a couple minutes? Silent Forgotten, how about you, huh? Oh, he's leaving. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, Chris. Silent Forgotten. You have a good one. We're probably going to shut it down real quick here anyway because it's like almost an hour and a half. But I'll be up in a sec. You want to come up, Kyle? You're welcome to. Do you have the link? Let's see. I could drop you the link there, Kyle. Or Todd. If Todd, are you still in here? Maybe you could come up here also if you wanted to. Joe, Anna, Bobana. There's the link right there. I need a warning for makeup purposes. Okay. Okay, next time, okay? One of these days we'll give you a makeup time and all that stuff, and you can come on up here. It's more fun when you have somebody up here, both of you are talking and stuff to these people. I guess it's easier to hold their attention. Tennessee whiskey, nice. Really. Okay, so I got to sit there and look at this one on the chat from a StreamYard and turn around and look on real one to see if I'm missing any chats and stuff. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Get ready, everybody. Get ready. Okay. What happened to you?
Oh, maybe if I open up that cover thing over my camera lens, it might help just a little bit.
There you go. Welcome, Todd. This is Todd Saw. Okay,
hi, everybody.
I appreciate that, Flo. That would be kind of cool to have. How many people here would like to see Flo on a live? Raise your hands. Here we go. Raise your hand, Todd.
What are we voting for? Did I get to vote twice?
Yeah, because I asked Flo if she'd be up. She'd like to come up on the panel, and she said I would, but I would have to have makeup notice and stuff. But next time I'll be prepared. So that'd be cool to see Flo up here in a live. But anyway, everybody, let's give it up for Mr. Todd Saw down there.
So I don't know, or I'm not familiar with On the Go with Flo. Kid 22.
Well, you need to follow her because she has a lot of great content. So,
well,
she's in the Midwest, so
I will make a point to do that. But from the display, from where I'm at right now, I can't get there from here.
Well, see what she said. See what she said. Hi, Todd. I love the Bucky shirt.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Bucky's. Clean restrooms.
Really?
That'll get you customers.
I love Bucky's, man. The first time I went, I was like, this is amazing. I go, and all these people make videos and stuff about it. But it's funny because people go, well, I don't really want to go to Bucky's, but I'm going to stop because I'm going to go to the bathroom or I got to get gas. And you go there, and by the time you leave the store, because you see all that food and stuff, you end up spending at least $80 or $100 because of the gas and everything, But you don't care because you're like, you got all this stuff. And they have like the greatest brisket barbecue sandwiches ever, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. I did a little video one time. I like the pulled pork sandwiches too.
Yeah, those too, man.
Stopping at Bucky's, little short video and getting the pulled pork sandwich and taking a bite and talking about like a little review or whatever.
Yeah,
really good. Bucky's just interests everybody.
Yeah, but the only bad thing about Bucky's, and they did it on purpose, is there's no area where you can sit down and go eat your food and stuff. You have to like leave and go eat, or go stand outside or something. There's nowhere to sit and eat. And they did that so a bunch of people wouldn't congregate right there eating, I guess. That was a smart move, actually.
If you want to see something interesting, I don't know if you'd call it interesting, but I was amazed. This never happened to me before. It just happenstance that I think it was Memorial Day. I was traveling and I stopped at Bucky's on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was like I felt like the feeling like you were a cow in an auction barn.
Yeah.
And just making your way through the people was difficult. It was we were all just mashed.
Yeah, you're all packed in there all together. Yeah.
It was like the pit at one of those crazy the concert, and you're in the pit. It's wild.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't allow big trucks to go there, do they? Or do they have their own?
Right. It's not a truck stop.
Okay, but they're not a truck stop, but yet they have over 100 gas pumps.
Or
80 or ungodly amount, But
So
that's another thing, like most of the places like Love's and TA and stuff, they will allow you to go park in the back and go sleep for the night and stuff, but Bucky's won't allow you to do that. And the people that are doing it, they get caught, or else I make a video and they go, we're sneaking in and we're trying to stay quiet so nobody will see us and all. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So the one thing, there's a particular reason, or one of the things I wanted to mention when I came in, John, I know that you're in Oklahoma, right? I guess if you're home, if you're not on the road.
Yeah.
So regionally speaking, you're not, and I don't know where the people that watch you are from. Well, actually, Hiking with Jackie Boy, Kevin is here, and I think he's going to participate. I just want to let everybody know that this weekend, particularly, I think the main day is Saturday, at Garner State Park, is a small YouTuber meetup.
Oh, cool!
If anybody's from South Texas that's watching, or within a reasonable driving distance or wherever, come on out to Garner State Park Saturday and look for us. And I love meeting other YouTubers. And I think even with my physical limitations, my medical issues, I have limited blood flow to my legs, about 40% of normal blood flow. There's a trail there. It's called, help me out, Kevin. I forget the name of it, but it's really steep and it's kind of difficult. I'll have to make a lot of rest stops, but it's called Old Baldy.
Yeah, I saw that video you did with, who was it with? Was it Kevin?
Was with Kevin. That's here that I went up the Enchanted Rock.
Yeah, that's right. I watched that one. And I know you were having a little bit of trouble, but ultimately you made it fine though, didn't you?
Yes. And Kevin was a great hiking companion because he needed to stop too. It worked out really well and we made it. But from what I understand, this one is more difficult. But I'm going to take on the challenge. And if I don't make it, I won't be embarrassed by that. I will have tried. And we'll see. I think it's going to be a matter. If I stop and rest often enough, I can make it. But I'm not going to spend 8 hours to get up there and back. So we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, and, I know what you mean because when I was in Ajo down at the organ pipe place, we went on a hike and they said, well, there's a place that's about 2 mile hike out in the desert and just follow a trail. It's easy to find this old shed or something out there. When we got halfway out there, we couldn't find it, and it was still looked like it was a long way. So I just gave up and went back. I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry, So, here we go. Jackie Boy is down here. Let's add him. How you doing there? And then I think Kyle.
Yeah, how you doing, John? Todd?
I'm doing okay.
Hey, Kevin.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
There we go. There's Kyle too, everybody. Say hi.
No, Jackie Boy is the dog.
Yeah.
Kevin's dog. Kevin and Joanne's dog.
Yeah, he's hiding around. He's hiding in the house somewhere.
All right, so we got a four-teamer up here. How you doing there, Kevin?
I'm doing good.
Let me get those comments out of your face there.
Not bothering me.
There we go. There you go. Now we can see you. Now we can see you. You can't hide behind all those words.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
In all of your travels, have you ever been to Garner State Park in Texas?
No, but if you've been following me on these lives, then you would know that that's one of the things that I say is I would love to do like a mini tour. It's not going to be mini because Texas is so big, but do a tour of all the state parks of Texas. And that would be some trip,
Yeah, that would be a undertaking.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure I could do it because it's so big. But it'd be cool to see all the stuff on the east side of Texas. I've seen a lot of the west, and then I've been up in the Panhandle. I want to see all the Panhandle stuff too. There's a place where Lake Meredith is in that area up there where it's a national recreation area. It's all free. It's beautiful up there, guys. All free, and you get all kinds of. They even have hot showers. But there's one of those places where you could do the movie setup view where was that? What's that movie where the UPS driver Tom Hanks when they crashed in the plane and
stranded.
Whatever it was but he got rescued at the very end of the movie. At the end of the movie,
that's right, Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway. At the very end of the movie, he had that one package that he saved from the UPS, and he was going to go deliver it, and then he went and delivered it at the house, and it was a good-looking girl there, and she stops and say, "What are you looking for, cowboy?" or something like that, But that place, that area is in that area. Up there by that Lake Meredith. So if you go there, you can see all that. That's pretty neat. I want to do that.
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
He lost Wilson and broke his heart.
Really?
Best friend.
Here we go. Little Poodle Professor said, Old Baldy is tough for sure. She must know.
Jennifer, don't be saying that.
Don't scare Todd. Don't scare Todd.
Supposed to be saying, come on, Todd, you can do it. No problem. You got it.
Here you go, Todd. This is for you. This question or comment.
I would say it's more difficult than Enchanted Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was that? Back in October, Todd and I went up to the summit of Enchanted Rock.
Mm-hmm. But on Enchanted Rock, don't you have more of those? What do you call it? Where you go zigzag on your way to the top, or is it straight up?
It's pretty much straight up.
Yeah.
It's a little more gradual.
Yeah.
And you're on smooth rock.
Oh yeah, that's kind of dangerous. That's treacherous for us old guys, man.
Yeah, but going up Old Baldy is a lot of broken rock, and some of the slopes are, I think, a bit steeper.
Yeah, yeah.
But the elevation gain between the two, I think, are pretty much the same, about 300 feet.
Well, Todd, have you seen my last video? What is my last video? The one that I go to walk to go see Pat Garrett's murder site. I think
absolutely.
You said, okay, you saw that? Well, that was an extremely hard hike for me.
Well, I'm surprised something like that is so isolated and so not, not the state hasn't come in. It's not a, what do you call it?
It is a memorial of sorts, but it's not listed and all that stuff. But it's easy to find. But I parked. I don't know if you read the commentary that I wrote on there. The way you find it is you park at Oregon something high school. I got their permission to park there, and I left a note in my van and stuff and all that stuff. And we hit the hill, hit the road. You follow the power lines down the dirt road. But nobody told you it was going to be like up and down hills, man. That's what killed you, man. I was like, I was huffing and puffing, and I only had 2 waters on me. And because somebody said it was only like a mile, it turned out to be more like 3 miles there and 3 miles back, But yeah, that one was tough on me. But we made it. I just sat down a lot and rested until I was okay. And my dog Yuki was with me, and she was way ahead of me, going, "Come on, let's go, Dad, let's go." So,
yeah, I would like to take a moment to respond to Larry's comment.
Okay,
it sounds like he just had stents put in recently to get blood flow back to his leg, so he can identify with what I'm dealing with. If you don't think not having blood flow to one of your body parts isn't painful, take a rubber band and just wrap it again around and around and around and around again on your finger.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of minutes, and you see how it feels. It's bad.
Then it feels so good when you take it off. That's how you feel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll stop and rest. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to give it a try.
Kyle, how you doing, man? You haven't said nothing yet. So how you doing? You still there?
I'm here. I'm just listening to you guys. I'm doing good tonight.
Oh, good. So, did you get any of that bad weather in Florida? You're in Florida, right? Are you in the panhandle of Florida?
Yeah, I'm over by the beach side.
Okay, so you didn't get no real bad storms and stuff, huh?
We had a rainstorm this morning, but I was asleep during that time.
Okay. Well, another guy that follows my channel, he said, "Well, I hope it doesn't snow. Please don't snow." He posted that, please no snow. So. That'd be
no, it doesn't snow down this way, thank God.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it has snowed in parts of Florida before, but it's really unusual. So. But that's good. You're safe. That's good.
Well, it never snowed down this part of Florida. Since I was around.
Kyle, are you on the Gulf of America side or the Atlantic Ocean side?
The Atlantic Ocean side, where the sun rises.
Yeah, and I think that's where it's more chilly winds and stuff too. When the winds get cold, boy, I bet you it's chilly over there. There he is, Jackie boy. Jackie boy. Hey, Jackie boy. Where's Joanne? She'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, I just wanted to come up because I just kind of got tired of typing.
Mobile Tech, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you coming in. We'll catch you next time, man. Maybe next time you can get up here also, Mobile Tech. He said he's going, so.
Todd, who's all going to be at the meetup? I'm going to be there just Saturday.
Me too, just Saturday.
Donnie and you.
And Larry, EC channel.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that his name?
How about what's his name? The Barton.
Frank.
Barton,
Frank's EC channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah, and Donnie at Barton's RVing.
Yeah.
That Donnie.
That's cool.
Somebody else that I don't know, another YouTuber that Donnie's met, that they're coming down, and they live somewhere up near John, somewhere in North Texas or in Oklahoma. I know Donnie talked about in his last live stream. They had quite a trip to get to Garner State Park.
Neither one of you guys know Devil Dog? Devil Dog? He lives down in Texas too. You know Devil Dog, don't you? Yeah.
I know Devil Dog. I know him by Gary.
Ex-Marine, the one that's always saying "Hoorah!"
I know him by Belt Loop.
Yeah, Belt Loop and Devil Dog. Well, Devil Dog actually lives, I think, on the outskirts of Houston, but Belt Loop lives over there, I think, in Mississippi. I think. So there's some good people too, though.
I've come across both of those people only in the past week.
Really, that's cool. Yeah. Well, Devil Dog, if you have any kind of questions about how to run your format or your StreamYard or any kind of interface, he's a pro at that, and he can answer any kind of technical questions. So just remember that. So if you have any kind of question, I know that you probably know a lot of people too, but he's real good with it too. Lots of good people on here, man, on these YouTube channels.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that during my live stream about how different my evenings are than they used to be before I really got into YouTube. I almost never watch TV anymore, and I used to
that's what I was gonna
cards.
That's what I was gonna say. Is there's no reason to watch TV because everything on there is bad.
Yeah, TV was boring back in my day.
If you watch news, everything on it's bad, and you don't want to watch nothing. Then you're like, forget that.
I try to watch enough news to stay informed because I always vote, and I want to be an informed voter.
Yeah,
but I don't. Some people, that's all they watch is the news, and they get so involved in it and so worked up, and just it's all that they can think about, and they worry so much because that's what it'll do. They want those viewers, they pull you in. So, yeah.
Well, that would make me too nervous. If I did that, I would just be on edge all the time, thinking about all that stuff.
Makes me think of that song "Dirty Laundry."
Yeah, really.
Yeah. It's my opinion, though. If you don't keep up with what's going on, and I don't think you should vote.
Yeah,
because you're just guessing. Then
I just spend all my time making a lot of music and stuff, and so I'm getting to the point where I have a stockpile of music where if I make my videos, I don't have to sit there and look through the YouTube videos. I can get my own music and put it on there. So
nice.
I like to do that, right now. I want to go travel some more, but I'm having some problems that I have to take care of here at the home front before I can do that. So, but I'll always play my music. So even when I went on my travels, I had my Fender Telecaster with me and my mini amp. So I got videos of me sitting out in the middle of the forest playing my guitar and stuff. So.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
On that front, John, how do you feel about the whole wave of AI stuff, the AI generated video and audio in videos and things like that? I tell you, I'm not a fan.
There you go. There you go. Get out there, Kevin. There you go. I like it. But how do I feel about it? You said about the AI. Well, people hate AI for what it is, and I think they're misleading by it because I think AI could help you, but only as much as you let it. And if you let it get too far, then no telling what's going to be created. Like I was looking through YouTube, and I saw a video that said John Lennon singing with Amy Winehouse, and I went, "What the heck?" Because that's not possible. John Lennon was killed on December 1980. Okay, and Amy Winehouse didn't get started till like mid 80s or 90s. I went, so I looked at it, and it was all AI and stuff, and you can tell and stuff. But I went, I don't know how they do this, but pretty soon, if you don't watch out, and people do watch the news, who's going to be the one to tell you if they used AI or not, and making all this crap up, you know? So that's the scary part about it. But let me tell you one more thing, and then I'll let you talk. But on my second channel there, I don't know if you saw it, the one that I called Guitar Cowboy. All I do is make AI influence. See, I bought those AI those glasses, those Meta glasses, and they gave me an account, and they're always pushing their AI. So I tried it out, and it makes like real good look, like a cowboy playing his guitar on a horse and all that kind of stuff. So I said, well, this would be great for shorts. And then I'll make a short, then I'll use the real song, because YouTube lets you use 60 seconds, you know, or under 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's what my whole channel is about now. It's not about total AI though, and I won't let AI control it all. And the songs, if you look on there, there's songs from way back when and stuff, you know, and good songs, you know. So that's how you can tell that mine is not total AI and I'm trying to scam people. This one guy got on there and made a nasty comment like that, saying, "Everybody get out of here, run and hide. This is made by a bot, and this whole channel is no good. They're going to scam you and all this stuff." And I went, "You need to just get out of here, buddy." And that's how I feel about it. I'll use it because I'm allowed to free because I got that account, but I'm not going to let it control me, and it's never going to be like, you know, I'm not going to use it to control my videos, because like somebody else told me, YouTube is here because, what does it say? YouTube. That means you and you. They're talking to us. People want to see stuff from you. They don't want to see an AI thing, you know. They don't want to see an AI controlled video. You know, I wouldn't watch an AI video that's 20 or 30 minutes long, you know. I wouldn't watch it. But, you know, for my case, my channel, it's just like 30-second videos. 30-second shorts. So if I can make some views on all that stuff, then more power to it. And if pretty soon, if they don't like it, then I'll just shut it down. But right now it's fun, and it's all about the music, you know. To me, it's all about the music.
Well, I'll tell you this. I like real to begin with. That's my foundation. I like things that are real.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be a YouTube creator, meaning you create these things, right?
Exactly.
So AI, to me, I like your approach, John, and the way that you look at it. If you use AI as to enhance or as a tool, a supplemental thing, but as long as it's not the primary thing, there's no creativity in typing in, "Make me a video about John Wayne singing hip hop."
Exactly, man.
Right. And all you did is type in some stuff, and it creates the video and the audio, and you post it. That's not creative.
That's not creating.
That's I don't want to watch
AI, you know, that's not, nobody wants to watch that, you know.
So in some of the music that people are using in their videos, like what it's about, make me a song about flowers and trees and walking in the forest, and then their channel name. And I don't know that I dislike it so much because it's AI generated. It's that it's horrible. The lyrics and stuff, you know, it sounds like a song.
You know what it is? What it is they pretty much use generic lyrics and voices and stuff, and they don't have no soul in it. That's
exactly
a real song has soul in the music when they're singing and stuff. You know, like "Hold On, I'm Coming." You know, that's full of soul and energy. But they can't do that. They can make music and they can make a song, but they can't put soul and your own touch into a song.
Yeah, so, they can't put the emotion into it.
Yeah, exactly. The soul and the emotion.
I think you nailed it, John. There has no soul to it.
Yep.
I don't know. I've to a very small. Well, the only time I've used AI so far in any way is to make a thumbnail. Some images in a thumbnail.
Bye, Flo. Flo said she's leaving, so I appreciate you stopping by, Flo. Thanks.
It was nice to meet you, Flo. I'll be checking out your channel.
Yeah, man.
Nice seeing you,
Flo
Flo.
has a good channel. I've been watching her stuff for her content for quite some time.
Yeah, in fact, if you go back through this live and look at all the people that Arlene dropped links for, there's a lot of good channels in here. So.
Arlene is a legend for dropping those links. She's all over the place.
She is.
Sometimes I think there's 3 of her.
Yeah, really. She has 3 arms, 3 hands. But yeah.
I couldn't even imagine having 3 or 4 hands.
Really? Heck, I get ahead of myself when I'm trying to type something on there, and sometimes I go, am I starting to be, what do they call that word, dyslexics or whatever, where you see everything backwards and stuff? Because I sit there and I type something and everything is like in the wrong place. I got all the letters.
Sometimes sorry if I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Sometimes I'll type something wrong and somebody is like looking and they're probably like thinking like, what is this guy even saying?
No, but I think if you're writing a sentence and it's just one word, people pretty much know what you mean, you know. They just know you misspelled it, you know.
Well, sometimes I do misspell my words sometimes.
Yeah. Then you got the people that are real picky about spelling and all that. No, it's spelled like this, you know.
Yeah.
Grammar Nazis.
Yeah, that's what they are.
I just figured
Really. Yep, that's me right there. That's how I do. I sit there going, and I won't do it on purpose. I think I'm typing the right thing, but I'll have one letter in front of the other one. I'm like, what? Because then you got to stop and go back and delete that and write what you really mean, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hate that when you screw something up.
Yep. But still, though, it's a lot better now, just computers and keyboards and stuff now than it used to be in the old days. In the old days, everybody was obsessed with their cursive writing and stuff. I don't know about you, Kyle, but I know you, Jackie, Kevin and Todd, when we grew up, you know, you had to try to write so good and stuff with your cursive and all that. And we could pretty much read somebody's letter to us, you know, but some of these young people, they can't read all that stuff. And you know what? I'm worse because I'm left-handed. So when I was growing up and you try to write, you know, especially if you use a pen, you're writing like this and you go right this way, right? Well, if you don't watch it, you smudge all the ink and stuff, and so you get like discouraged and stuff, and you're like, so you have to write with your hand up and all this. And it was really hard, you know. Sometimes you get all depressed. I can't write like 100-word page with all this, you know. So and that's why people laugh at some left-handers where they have the paper all turned.
My brothers are left-handed. I'm a right-handed.
They like try to write downward or something. That way they don't drag their hand across what they've written, you know.
One of those gel pens is not a good idea for you, John.
Nope. It'll be all over my knuckles and all over the page.
Oh, jeez.
Do you play the guitar left-handed?
No, I play guitar right-handed. See,
I tried writing with a left-handed, and it's hard for me to write with a left-handed.
I could write with my right hand, but it takes a while. It takes a lot longer to do it. But I'm really messed up because...
But I'm way good with my right hand.
Yeah,
I guess that's when you are used to your right hand all the time. You just get used to it.
Yeah, you know what they say is the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body. The right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. Well, that means only that the left-handers are the ones that are right in their mind. Right? Get it?
Got that right.
But no, I'm left-handed. I write left-handed. I play guitar right-handed. I golf left-handed, and everything else. If I'm fishing and stuff, I throw with my left hand and reel with my right. So if I play baseball, I threw with my left-handed and I backflipped. Oh, that's a ukulele, isn't it? Or is it a mini?
No, it's not a ukulele. This is
a mini guitar.
This is trivia time. I think Kevin probably knows the answer.
Okay.
He follows my channel pretty closely. I've shown this.
It's direct.
Not on live, not a video, it's a live stream. It's a miniature guitar. The question is for you, John, to see if you can recognize, and you may not be into this. This is a replica of somebody's guitar, a very famous guitar.
Yeah, that's Trigger from Willie Nelson.
It is perfect. You nailed it. This is Trigger. That is a hole. That's the famous hole that he's worn in it by playing it.
Yeah.
And he still won't play any other guitar but this one to this day. And my e-bike is named Trigger.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yes.
Me and Trigger's Adventures. That's cool. I like that.
Kevin, does your guitar have a name?
Yeah, it's the company name the company gave it. It's Les Paul Firebrand.
No. You know what I meant.
I never gave it a name.
Well, neither one of your guitars have a name.
No.
I got so many guitars. I just call them my kids. So I got one. Here's it's not a trivia, but I'll tell you about this one special guitar I got there, Todd. Do you remember in 1969? I don't know how old you are, but do you remember in 1969 there was a song called "In the Year 2525"?
Zager and Zager.
Zager and Evans.
Zager and Evans. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The song was about the year 25 and 25, if we're going to be still alive and all that. Okay. The guy that wrote it and played the guitar, they both played guitar, but the guy that wrote it, penned it, was Zager, Denny Zager. Okay. Starting in 1969, he started making guitars. Okay. And he makes a dang good guitar and acoustics, mostly all acoustic. I never seen an electric of him. And he's not retiring this year, so all his stuff is going off on sale. But I got one of his. I picked up one of his guitars. It's autographed on the back, and man, it sounds sweet. I'll bring it out one of these days, there, Kevin, and I'll show you. You talk about a sweet guitar.
You have a number of guitars, John?
Is what?
Do you kind of collect them? Do you have a number of guitars you've collected over the years?
Yeah, they accumulate. I have more than 9.
Cool. That's awesome.
And I have some that are just like this is my main one. This is a Fender Telecaster. And it just sounds real good because it's a good old Fender Telecaster, American-made guitar. And I
heard of that.
I have a Nashville version of one. It's a red one. And there's a guy in Nashville that makes, they call them benders. You know what a bender is for country music?
No.
If you see a guitar right here by where your G string is, there's a little knot right there where the thing goes. And they have a thing that they connect up here, all these mechanics in the back. And you can pull on it, you put the strap on it, you pull it, and that's how they bend those notes. Where they're playing country music, they go, you know. I've got one of those made by Forrest Lee Jr. out of Nashville. And that's my country picking one. And then I have a Les Paul Jr. I mean, not a junior. I want a Les Paul Jr. I have a Les Paul regular studio guitar that I'd trade anybody for a Les Paul Jr. because that's the one I want to get. Because I listened to Willie Nelson's son, Lucas Nelson, and that's one of the main guitars he plays is a Les Paul Jr. It only has one pickup and 2 knobs on it, and it has all the good tone you need on it. So, but his is like a 1956 or something, and it costs like thousands of dollars to get one like that. But they do make reproductions of it, and that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah.
Are those still manufactured, or it's something that went out of production a long time ago, and you're looking for one like?
No, I couldn't afford one of the originals, but I would go for one of the remanufactured ones, you know, because they still have the same pickups and the same mechanics in it and stuff. And they just sound good, you know.
Yeah,
I'm real picky on mine. So.
The Les Paul I have, that's no longer manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a model. It's a 1980.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your acoustic guitar, Kevin?
Huh?
What is that acoustic guitar?
It's Takamine.
Takamine. Yeah, but I always said Takamine or something like that. That's a good. Yeah. That's a guitar.
They're good guitars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I have a Fender 12-string.
Uh-huh.
And then I do have another Gibson. It's a Flying V.
Well, you know what their famous guitar is? The Hummingbird one. I'd love to get that one. That's really
cool. I would love to get one of them too.
They're so expensive, but they sound so good. You play that, it's just like making magic. Ring, you know. But have you messed around with open tuning there, Kevin?
A little bit, and I've done stuff like the drop D.
Yeah, and the drop D. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's neat. I like messing with the open tuning and stuff. It's really neat.
Yeah. Most of the time I'm in standard tuning.
Yeah. Well, it's so easy now. When I was growing up learning how to play guitar, me and my brother, we worked we were living in Seattle because my dad was in the Air Force. And we sat there and we worked all summer picking strawberries in a strawberry field, making minimum wage just so we could buy a guitar. At the end of the day, our hands were like all purple and pink from picking strawberries. And all the Hispanics, they beat the heck out of us. They would get like 20 lugs, and we'd only have like half that many, you know. But we sat there, and we did all that just so we could get a guitar, and we ended up getting a guitar, me and my brother. And it was a crappy guitar, so it couldn't play good, you know. So what I want to tell anybody, if they want to learn how to play guitar, buy a good one that won't hurt your fingers. If you got a crappy guitar, your fingers will hurt. But
your fingers will suffer. And now with the manufacturing, you can get a relatively cheap guitar that isn't gonna destroy your fingers.
Yeah, like for instance, the Fenders, get the Squire version. You know, the Squires. Yeah. You could get that under $200, and they're decent sounding. You know, so.
Or even something like a Washburn. You know.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So you know your guitars. You've been around. So I just like this, man. I like this. Just simple. I like to play bluesy stuff. I like. I'm out of tune.
I noticed that with mine. I'm out of tune.
There we go. Well, look at Dirty Knob. Hey, Dirty Knob, what are you doing? My guitar had a crank in it. That's funny. Be right back, Todd said. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you. She gave us thumbs up. And then I lost my good tuner that I had. I used to have a tuner that I could you blow in it. They had little. You sit there, you go. And now they have all these.
Oh yeah.
I
remember those.
Now they have electric ones where it just gets you just like in a second, you know. That guy in there that's Dirty Knobs, he's a luthier. You know what a luthier is?
Yeah. Someone that, there's a class of instruments called the lute.
They're professionals with all stringed instruments, but he specializes he makes guitars. There we go. out my friend American Idol Genevieve Hewitt. Oh, you know them? Cool. That's an easy one. That's just going from A to D to E. Like that. So. I made a batch of baritone on bass 6 Mosrites. Cool. Made a bunch of guitars then.
You know, one electric guitar I played on one time, and it was an interesting guitar to play on, and it actually wasn't bad. It was a Sears Silvertone.
Yeah, I remember those. My brother got one of holding one of those, and it sounded decent. It was a black and white one.
Yeah,
black and white Sears Silvertone. It was decent.
They actually weren't bad guitars at all.
Mm-hmm. Now there's so many different kind of guitars. Like I got one from Guitar Center, a Fender Stratocaster, because I always wanted a Stratocaster. I hate that thing now because it's so cheaply made. The what you call it, the keys are stripped out on it and stuff. I'm like, what is, I paid all that money for this thing and it's no good. I love the sound of it and stuff, but it's just disappointing to buy one that it doesn't live up to you. Oh, I like that.
Whose is that?
Who was doing that? Isn't that from Guns N' Roses? No. Who?
Jimmy Page.
There you go.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I saw him concerting doing that, but I don't remember the guitar though.
Jimmy Page used this because to play Stairway to Heaven, he did not want to have to switch guitars and to hit all the notes he needed. So he went to the double neck guitar.
Yeah, I saw them play in Tokyo before the album came out, and I heard the song and I went, "That's amazing, man." There you go, Dirty Knobs and Dan Electro. Dan Electros were good ones too. Okay, you play the rhythm and I'll play the lead.
I'm still here. I'm just editing the stuff.
The Fender 12 string. Is that your 12 string? No, that's not.
It's the 6 string.
But you said you have a Fender 12, don't you?
Yes.
See, Dirty Knobs? That's pretty cool. I'm talking to the guy in the chat. He's from Chicago, the luthier. He knows all about the guitars. He knew what's his name? Mike Campbell too. He knows him, the guitarist for Tom Petty. That was the guitarist for Tom Petty for a long time. So that's cool, man. That's Dirty Knobs used to, since he was a luthier, he would go up to all the, what do they call it, the NAMM, National Association of Music something Association, and they'd have the music show and unleash the new gear in San Diego, usually on the West Coast somewhere, And he'd go out there and meet all those people. I wish I could do that, but hell, I'm still trying to find a way to get into that car show in Vegas that they have. The SEMA car show, that would be something cool to go see if they let you get in, man. If they let you go in, then they probably say, no, you can't film any of it. You go, what? No, I want to make a video. Hey, Gandalf Smith, how you doing, man? Man, you missed it, Gandalf. Been on for 2 hours now, but we started like 2 hours ago and had a bunch of people in here, all kind of people, man. And then we had Dutchman. Dutchman was on here on live for a while, but now we got Kyle, we got Todd, And then we got Kevin there with Jackie Boy. The two on the right side are Texas boys there. And then Kyle's a Florida guy. Dirty Knob says the NAMM show is not what it was since COVID. Most have stopped going. Well, once the music industry booms back again, then they'll start going. But you know, it's hard to do anything now because all that stuff ruined a lot of things. They're Dirty Knob. In fact, Kevin, you know his name right there. That guy in the chat his name is the Dirty Knobs. You know where he got that name? That's the name of Mike Campbell's band.
All right.
The Dirty Knobs. That was his band. The guy that used to play guitar for Tom Petty. So yeah, that's what Dirty Knobs is.
I'm still here. I'm actually editing a thumbnail right now.
Oh, are you? Cool.
I messed up on a thumbnail on my video before, and I'm redoing my thumbnail right now.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I hate when I screw up stuff sometimes, and I forget what I'm doing.
Hey, there's Chris back. Silent Forgotten. Hey, I thought you were leaving, man.
Right. Let me.
Oh, did you? I got tagged in a bunch of Mike's live concert footage. That's cool, man. When you get tagged into somebody famous's video, you know they're gonna know that you're somebody. They're Dirty Knobs.
I do get tagged sometimes, but I do not get notifications.
Yeah. But he's
a creator, huh?
He's talking about somebody famous though. There, Kyle. He's talking about the guitarist for Tom Petty.
Oh,
and he does videos on YouTube and the live videos. He got tagged in a bunch of Dirty Knobs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive, Mick.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What's his name?
At least he knows what he's doing.
What?
What's his name?
The Dirty Knobs?
Yeah, no, the guy, the guitarist with Tom Petty.
Mike Campbell.
So I wanted to do something just out of curiosity, just to see. I can go to the bin over there and pull a Tom Petty album, and usually they'll show who all the artists are, kind of tie the two together, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I would like to check out that channel.
Find an old one. Find an old album, and he'll have the curly hair. He's the one with the curly hair, long hair on his shoulder. And he always
a lot of albums they do on the gatefold. Or somewhere they'll have a picture of the band.
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can find a picture of the guy that you mentioned, Mike. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey,
Dirty. I'm headed to the P bin, and that's not the restroom.
Okay. Dirty Knobs. What he's talking about is Todd Saw. He still listens to vinyl, and he has all kind of vinyl collection back there, and he does these lives where he opens up new vinyl that he's got new to him, you know. But that's pretty cool. He's still listening to stuff on a record player. Do you still have a record player, Dirty Knobs? I wish I had a good one. I have the old crappy one out in the garage somewhere. I don't think it probably costs like more for just to get the needle for it than the whole thing's worth.
Yeah.
I remember that. You sitting there going, oh no, the needle's going bad. It won't play right, and it'll mess up your album and stuff. What do we do? I don't have $2.98 for a needle, you know.
So I found one with.
Oh look, Dirty Knob.
Sort of a picture.
Okay.
Of them, but it's not a clear picture of anybody.
Hey Todd.
Yeah.
Here's what Dirty Knob said about you. How does Todd
shrink himself to play the tiny guitars?
He's just kidding you, man. This is what he has. He has a Techniques record player. So that's cool, too. I think Techniques was a Japanese, wasn't it?
So he's one of those dudes.
Let me see. I think he's the one on the right. I think. He's either one on the right. He's either on the left or right of Tom Petty. I can't really see the picture, but he usually have like curly shoulder-length hair back then.
Maybe on Tom Petty's left then. That hair looks really curly. See if there's another photo in here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. On the back cover. Oh, there's well, let's see.
There you go. He's the guy with the guitar. But
and he's the one with the channel still today. Let's see. This is well, this is a greatest hits album. So that photo may not tie directly to the year. It looks like oh boy. It sure would be nice to have 20-year-old eyes again.
Isn't that the truth? Well, I don't know about how good my eyes are now, but I wore glasses most of my life. But as I got older, I didn't need them anymore, and they told me my eyes aren't going to be worse or get any better. They're better than the last time when I got my last eye check, so I don't need glasses anymore. Which was so cool because now I could buy sunglasses.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, this record was pressed in 2016, so that's no help.
Dirty Knob said there's a great version of Something in the Air on that album. You remember that song? Call out the investigator because there's something in the air. That song. A guy named Thunderclap Newman from England made that song, and he was a one-hit wonder with it.
Fourth song on side D. This is a double album set.
Cool. That's cool. You know what the last Tom Petty album I got was, though I forgot how many albums, LPs if you buy the vinyl, but I got the one where they played live in California. They did a live set, and they did a bunch of cover songs, and they sound pretty good doing it too. I was surprised. Dirty Knobs know which album I was talking about, but yeah, I got that because I was a member of the music. I can't remember which music it was, but
you still have a turntable, John, a way to play vinyl records?
No, I still have a bunch of vinyl records. I don't have a turntable though. I need to get one.
For sale?
Yeah, there it is. The Fillmore shows. I got that album set. That Fillmore show. But
you want to sell those vinyl records, John?
Maybe, but I get to keep my 3 Beatles Wide album and my 2 It's a Beautiful Day mint condition albums, and I don't know, man. My records are all not messed up, but they were played up, you know. So the records that you had, if you were popular and you had a good album that everybody liked the songs, they'd always say, "Can I borrow it?" And they'd borrow it, and you never get it back. You'd never get that record again.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, it is. That's true, Gandalf. Gandalf said, "Isn't it amazing how many old bands have YouTube channels now?" Yeah, it is. And you know what? Another thing is, I'm not saying this out of disrespect or anything, but there's no way that I would want to go see some of these older bands now because they don't have it anymore. You know, they just because they were famous 30 years ago or 40 years ago, you know, they're not as good like they were back then. You know, so I wouldn't pay a couple $100 to go see them. But
Keith and Mick are all, I think they're like in their early 80s, right? And they're still touring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when I see clips of their concerts or whatever, I'm like, no, you need to stop.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I've seen them. I saw them in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's enough for me. I'm not going to spend all my money just to go see them now. And they're only a fraction of what they used to be. They're still okay, but nuh-uh. I don't want to go see them now.
I love them, but why would they do that? They get plenty of money and fame and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Residuals will
I know. One time Keith Richards was out there, and you know, Keith Richards, he never used to use a capo for nothing. He'd always play everything, you know, just on the. Now he just puts a capo on and does it the easy way and stuff. But he goes out there and he's out there prancing around, starts a song, and then Mick jumps in and starts singing a different song. So he's playing one song and he's singing another song, and then he figured out, oh shit, wrong song, you know. And I'm going, come on, guys. Let me see. Dirty Knob said, I think more weed has been de-seeded on double records than anything else. That's true. Really?
Oh my goodness.
What about
it was the album covers, not the record.
What about this, Dirty Knobs? I know Dirty Knobs might remember, and I don't know if you guys remember, but do you remember Cheech and Chong when they came out with that one comedy album and they had the giant paper that was the size of a double album? They had
the big bamboo.
Big giant rolling paper. I think if you have a copy of that right now that's not been used or unopened,
coincidentally, I talked about that in my live stream earlier this evening about that record.
Yeah.
My dad was a rodeo cowboy, and he thought I thought he was going to be mad at me for buying that, and he thought it was the funniest thing he ever heard. I don't know if I ever heard him laugh louder than when he listened to the Big Bamboo, the one with the big.
Yeah, they were funny. You remember the song they did, Basketball Jones? Basketball Jones, got a Basketball Jones.
Yeah.
And of course his classic, Cheech's classic is Born in East LA. Oh shit.
So what was I getting? There's something really interesting I was gonna say, and then they got sidetracked about Cheech and Chong albums. It'll come to me. You know how it is.
No, look, Gandalf said, my buddy has a sealed Big Bamboo album.
Oh, cool. That is cool.
That's got to be worth like millions.
No, one came up recently at Collectico where I buy records.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got probably a box of, there's probably 50 or 60 records in here that I haven't shown yet on live streams.
Yeah.
So they're set aside. But so at this, and most of them come from Collectico. The other night, a copy of the Big Bamboo with the original rolling paper in it came up, and I bid on it. Some things are for sale for a set price.
Yeah.
And some things are auctions. That was auctioned, and I went up into the $50-something range, and I dropped out. I think it sold for like $80.
That's not bad. With the paper and stuff?
Yeah, in near mint condition.
Yeah.
So that's valuable. I mean, that record probably cost $6.95 new or something like that.
Well,
$5.
Well, back when I was growing up, we bought our records at the Base Exchange, and they were only like $2.87 for an album.
That's right.
But
did I see your license? Isn't it on the back of the car, man?
Yeah. The two things that are overpriced, well, they're not really overpriced because you can't get them anymore, is comic books and record albums. You know, they're just, oh my God, ungodly prices. You know, like I had when we were overseas, I had a subscription to Spider-Man and Fantastic Four and Daredevil and stuff. So I had like all of them, 1 through 80 something on Spider-Man and all this stuff. Man, when I came back, I kept them for a long time. Then I became a big OU Sooner fan. I financed 2 trips up to Lincoln, Nebraska, just selling some comic books. And that's paying for the tickets, hotel, rooms, and gas and everything.
Go watch the Sooners play the Cornhuskers back in the day when it was Dr. Tom Osborne and Barry Switzer.
That's what I did. That's what I did. We went there in 87, 86, and 87. We had to go there twice because there was a glitch in the scheduling, so we had to go up there 2 years in a row. And we did that. And
that's awesome, John.
Yeah, and I did it by selling comic books. You know.
Remember those days.
I never thought about selling my records though, so I went, shoot.
And if you don't, you either need to get you a vinyl record player, and like this is something I didn't think I would like, but my daughter, she went and bought a turntable and 2 Bluetooth speakers, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh, really? So it sounds good, huh?
You can buy them pretty reasonably. It's not going to be like what you had back in the day, right? But you can enjoy your records, and the sound is wonderful. It's good.
What about your needle and stuff? Do they wear out anymore like they used to, or are they cheap? Are they easy to replace and all that? Can you get them?
I can't say. With the vintage equipment that I bought, what I wound up with actually was 3 different turntables: a Pioneer, a Denon, which isn't really vintage; it's new, and then I have another. Golly, what is it? I got brain lock, but I bought new cartridges with stylus for each of them right off the bat, because I didn't want to, I want to make sure this is right. And I only started this a year and a half ago after I retired, and I wanted to. It all started with finding an old box of records that were my wife's and mine. Yeah. I had no way to play them, and I didn't want to buy a new thing. I want a stereo system like I used to have back in the day. And the ball got rolling. I wound up with a vintage stereo system, and now I have close to 1,000 records I've collected in the last year and a half.
Dang, it's getting bigger and bigger, man. Wow. Yeah, I have a brother he's a retired truck driver, and he was always wanting the best of everything, whether it's guitars, amplifiers, and this and that. And the same with his music. And he got a turntable and all that stuff, but he's got the latest Pioneer thing and stuff. And man, that thing sounds so good on it, Gosh, it sounds good, man.
Nothing like vinyl.
Yeah. I hated it, though, when you put one on there and there's one little noise on there. And you go, what? That better go away, But, luckily, if it's not a scratch, and you just clean it up and get rid of that,
Yeah. How many people are here, John? As a viewer here, as a guest, I can't see the stuff like you can see. Do we have anybody still here?
Yeah, it says 9 are in here. I don't know how many are actually in the chat. Dirty Knobs, Elijah is back, and I think Silent Forgotten and Gandalf Smith is in here, Joanne, and one other person's in here. But yeah, I'll probably shut it down pretty quick here, because I never go this long. I never go 2 hours long, man. My max is like 1 hour and 15 minutes, But it was so fun this evening doing all this and talking about all the stuff that we talked about. We talked about traveling and this and that. And
Jennifer's still here.
And then Dutchman, he was on here for a while and stuff. So it's been a fun live. So
Jennifer, you should come to Gardner Park this weekend and do the meetup thing and do Old Baldy with us. You're not that far.
Nah, she didn't want to show all you guys up.
So I'll be halfway up, and she'd be on the way back down. She'd be, hey, see you when you get back to camp. Yeah, well. So Kevin, I don't know. I hate to have a side conversation or just a thing, but just right quick, Kevin, are we gonna hike? Are we gonna do Old Baldy? I know you've already done it. Are you gonna try to do it Saturday?
Well, I'm just coming Saturday. It'll be Joanne and I.
Yeah.
I'm coming more to visit. I think I'll do a hike of Old Baldy at a different time.
Okay. So what I might decide to just go on a hike with you on a shorter, regular trail and not such a challenging trail and do that like you at a later time, but we'll figure that out. And I want to say, John, I know you travel a lot and you investigate. Where should I go? What should I go see? Are you familiar with the Switchback Texan?
No.
Okay, has a channel, and I can send you a link or at some point. He makes excellent videos, mostly about going to parks and camping. And he stated in his most recent videos about Garner State Park, where this meetup is. Mm-hmm. And he claimed it's the best state park in Texas. Okay. And a lot of people, it's the most visited. Yeah. And for good reason. It's a really cool place. And there are a lot of other YouTubers that I've come across. And Kevin can put in his 2 cents about this, about how great a park what it is, whether he likes it or not. But I would put it really high on your list of if you were going to do parks in Texas to make Garner State Park.
Well, yeah. The first thing I will do when you guys see that I've got my Texas State Parks pass, then I'm coming. Okay, because I'm not going to go without that. I'll get that, and that's going to help a lot. So.
Well, what I'd like to do, since I live in Central Texas, if you're within any reasonable driving distance, and you're going to be, how long do you usually stay at like a state park, like 1 day or 3 days or a week or something, or just depends?
Well, it depends on if I have if it's a decent place to stay and how comfortable you feel, I've stayed at places that for extra 2 or 3 days just because they were nice, you know. So
Yeah.
But if you go there, you know, and the mosquitoes are big as birds and stuff, and you don't feel it, then you just don't want to stay till the next day. So
Time to move on. Well, I'd love to come hang out someday whenever that happens. And
oh yeah, that's always possible.
Yeah.
That's always possible. So
you could host a meetup, meet some Texans.
I know a guy that my cousin lived down there in San Antonio anyway. They live down in the San Antonio area. In fact, he rides with the motorcycle gang down there. So that'd be one thing. Go down and visit him and all that stuff. I think he's got a little bit of acreage that you can go sit out.
You can make a video riding with the motorcycle gang and hanging out at.
Heck yeah, that'd be good. That could
go viral.
That's what I was going to tell you guys before you guys go out and start on your hikes and stuff. And I'm not going to be critical or nothing about, but when you guys go out and make videos, and both of you are making videos, just do something different than the other guy. That way we don't have a bunch of same videos. Like, there's nothing worse than having 3 guys that go out and all videoing, but all the videos are the same.
Yeah.
So add something different.
Well, a good example of that was Todd and I did a hike going up Enchanted Rock, but our videos are different.
Very different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
So
Todd had his approach and I had mine, but they did well. And speaking of something else, Todd, and I'll let you know when I get the information of this, probably by about March, the Texas Tribal Buffalo Project will probably be having another harvest.
Oh, cool. So the Buffalo Project, Joanne's affiliated with, and Kevin and Joanne support big time. I bought a buffalo steak from them and made a video cooking buffalo. And they're going to do another harvest, slaughter some more buffalo and sell the meat. It's part of what they do to fund the Native American project. Well,
how come none of you guys go up to the Panhandle very much? Because it's too far away. I guess that's a long ways from San Antonio. Anyway, that'd be 5 or 6 hours, wouldn't it be?
Oh yeah, but I do have coming up where I'm gonna be visiting Devil's River.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's considered the most pristine river in Texas.
Yeah, I've seen videos on it, and the water is like super clear.
I've even made a video of it my last visit.
Had either one of you guys done a video on what's the other one that's supposed to be clear? The one where everybody jumps in. It's real deep. It's Jacob's Well. Have you been to Jacob's Well?
I've been to Jacob's Well, and they have it closed for swimming right now because the creek itself has no flow. And
okay.
You can see the well; it's still full of water, but
we have major drought issues right now.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Dang, it's like Oklahoma, man. You guys either have droughts or floods, man. It's just there's no in between, you know. And that last big flood you guys had, oh man, that was so sad. That was really sad. So, I haven't been to nothing like Jacob's Well, but I've been to in New Mexico in Tucumcari. There's a place called the Blue Hole, and it's kind of like that, but it's bigger, wider. It's wider, and it's deeper. It's like 200 feet deep, and at the bottom of it there used to be caves. And the divers would go down there and swim and go into the caves. So after somebody got trapped in there and died, they blocked it off. But the thing about the Blue Hole is it's always like a real cool temperature, like 68 or something all the time, you know. So you can go there anytime. It's like the same temperature. It's pretty cool, and it's free, or used to be free. I think it's $5 a part now. So if you guys ever go to New Mexico, it's right there. So
Jacob's Wells for the divers, there's some extensive permitting for them to do because it has killed divers. I think the count is about 9.
Yeah, yeah.
For an inland body of water 200 feet deep like that, other than a huge lake, that's something else.
What, the blue hole you reading about?
No, what you just said, that it was about 200 feet deep.
Yeah, yeah.
The blue hole, yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's pretty amazing. You know, I was surprised in some small town that you can get there off the interstate like within 30 minutes, and not a lot of people would be there, but you know, it's pretty neat to see that. But yeah. My next video project, I want to go. I need to find somebody to go with me because I don't want to go by myself, and I need to go across to the east side of Oklahoma to Lake Eufaula. There's a place called Yonkers Bend there. You park and you have to walk almost a mile, and you can go see Belle Starr's grave. You guys know who Belle Starr is?
Yes.
Belle Starr was a outlaw, a lady outlaw from the 1800s. That's the best way to explain it. But if you ever saw that movie, The Long Riders, with that's the one they had the 3 different sets of brothers playing the James brother and a younger gang and all that stuff.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, all
Emilio Estevez.
And they had they had Belle Starr, and it was the one that owned the bar. And David Carradine was in love with her and goes down there and starts to saddle up to her. She goes, "I'm married now." And then, "To who?" And then this mean Indian guy comes and he has to fight him. And they do the fight they put a leather strap in each mouth, and gave each one of a knife. They said, "Okay, go at it." Is that it? Oh, no. Yeah, I see it. Cool.
That's Kevin and I on Enchanted Rock.
But that's what my next trip is going to be. And then if you go like 30 minutes farther west or east, then you can go see Pretty Boy Floyd's grave. So I'm not that big of a grave guy, but, you know, since they're in Oklahoma and nobody else has them, it'd be fun to go do it. Just to go see. They have like an old cabin where Belle Starr lived and her coffin and stone and all that stuff. And she died in the 1800s or early 1900s. So you know it's got to be all old looking. So that's what I want to do next. But I want somebody to go with me because I don't want to go make a mile hike into woods that I don't know anything about by myself. And anything happened to me if I tripped and fell and hit my head or something. So that'd be a good one to take somebody along with you. You know. But that's it for all the ones I'm thinking about right now.
So, John, I've watched a lot of your videos and been here at live streams and watched the replay of live streams. And I might be wrong, but I don't think I've ever. What do you camp in? What is your camper? Do you have a van or a camper?
Yeah, I have a white
RV?
I have a 2007 old white GMC van. And got
it's like a boondocking van, not an RV.
No, I don't have an RV. I can't afford one. So
I got you.
But the van is durable. If you drive around town, you see those old white vans always, and they're still driving around nowadays, you know. So there's got to be some reason why they got them, so they're dependable, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dirty knobs road. Yeah, the long
Panel van without windows.
But yeah, that's what I do. I got one of the vans in that year on GMC and a Chevy. They had a bad paint job and all the paint flakes off. You seen the vans that have all the paint flaked off the top and the front and stuff? That's like mine, you know? So what I've been doing before I head on the road is I'll sit there and I'll touch it all up with spray paint and stuff. But one of these days I got to get it like totally painted up or something.
Oh, dude, surely one of these days you'll come across a mural artist, and you can talk them into doing some murals for you, some custom paint.
Yeah, that or else a wrap. But you know what? I think there's like some rust on the top, so you have to go through everything, and I have to take off all my solar panels and stuff and then get all the rust off before they can wrap it. You know, you don't want to wrap something that has rust on it, I don't think. I don't know. So plus, you know, wraps are expensive too. So
yeah. Vinyls for records.
Yeah.
There, I found it. Jacob's Well.
I need
There
a
it
stone.
is. Yeah. Yep. And everybody jumps off of that ledge right there, and they wait in line, and they jump one after another. I don't know what'd be the more fun is just filming everybody jump in, or actually jump in yourself. You know, that'd be one to get one of those waterproof GoPros and jump in.
So Garner Park, the Frio River runs right through the middle of it. And it's called the Frio River for a reason.
We
Because
lost
in Springfield, it's cold.
We lost Kyle. I don't know where Kyle went.
Even in July, it's really cold.
Here's the last thing he wrote. I love making videos on YouTube. Okay, guys, I'm going to probably shut it down. It's going to be in 2 hours and 36 minutes. So
enjoyed it, John.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in, man. It's always fun to get you guys up there, man. So we always talk about cool stuff, man. Always, you know.
It was great. I enjoy making new friends. I enjoyed meeting you, watching your videos. I'll see Kevin day after tomorrow.
Since I said I'm going to shut it down, now there's more people watching. No. Okay, let's see. Dirty Knobs, we'll talk at you later. Kyle, thanks. Joanne, Glass, thank you. Love you. Gandalf, appreciate you stopping in, man. And Poodle Professor, Jennifer, thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you all next time. Thanks for coming in, okay? Okay, you guys can say bye, too. I'll wait for a second. All right, man. We'll catch you later. Have a good one, man. Thanks.
Bye.